You're watching NappyCast by Jason Nappy Weather. Let me show you all this wildfire smoke coming down from Canada. You can see it here on the visible satellite very clearly. First, here is the engine driving that wildfire smoke. This storm over New England that's pulling all that moisture north and east. These lighter colors here, this is all wildfire smoke. See all that down in Georgia, Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi? All the way down to the southeast coastline of Georgia, Carolina, you've got wildfire smoke, and it is pretty dense and it is pretty thick too. So it's sensitive for unhealthy groups in the Ohio Valley, back to the plains, upper Midwest, where you got all that smoke happening right now. There's also another little feature here. It's a little bit of an energy here, a little upper level low that's spinning there, that's continuing to pull some of that moisture in from the south too. So you've got here a lot of wildfire smoke coming down from Canada. And let me track that smoke now for you so you can see here the colors. All of these bright colors here, this is all wildfire smoke coming down from Canada. So anyone complaining about the rain for the 11th or 12th weekend in a row in Maine or in New England, or even the mid-Atlantic, please stop complaining about the rain, right? Because we could have wildfires raging on top of us. Instead, we've got a storm on top of us giving us rain, and that is pulling that wildfire smoke all the way down here to South Carolina, the coastline, okay? You got a little feature here, upper level low, and that's going to be pushing into the Gulf. Okay, so that is the wildfire smoke tracker taking us through the next few days. This is into Monday, okay? So there's going to be plenty of wildfire smoke in the forecast. You see here temperatures with this upper level low that is right now over Boston are going to be on the cool side today as this storm pulls up to the north. It's going to get pulled north by another upper level low, and it is the 60s, 70s, to about 85 down in Miami right now. You see that temperature here. But this is the theme. We've got these fronts coming down the pipeline and cooling us down for a good chunk of the country here. So here's a look at the next couple of days. I'll show you this. This is the look at the fronts, all of the kind of the weather, drivers and the atmosphere, the engines, and I call them engines for the storms here, right? So here's your upper level low, your big feature that heads due north into Canada, okay? Pulls the wildfire smoke down, pulls a cold front down, and then you get high pressure to set up over the southeast. You've got some moisture here from Alvin being pulled up, the desert southwest. They desperately need rain there. Pacific Northwest, you've got a front coming through, but generally all clear. And here's another little system coming over here towards the plains, okay? So there's a few features going on here in the next few days. Finally, some rain down in Florida, so we got a lot going on. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook. I'll briefly touch on this. It's a level 2 threat back towards Oklahoma, Kansas, a small portion there of Texas, a very small threat here in the mid-Atlantic, and all clear Pacific Northwest. This is for today. And if I put this map into motion and take us out a little bit let's go into tomorrow, okay? You notice here a threat over Texas down close to Dallas there. And then day 3. Now, I want to focus on day 3 because as we get into day 3, here's another cold front that's going to be coming through, okay? And that's coming through the heartland. And this one is going to spawn severe weather in the forecast while we see a lot of high pressure and clearing back east. This is for next week. So this is for Monday, okay, of next week. And then I want to show you this. This is the upper levels of the atmosphere, the weather highway into the next few days. This is right now today. Here's your big upper level low, the big driver of all the rain right now. And then pulling all that smoke down to the south, okay? And then here's your ridge coming into the west. Here's Alvin, what's left of Alvin, pulling up close to the Baja, right? So there's just a little bit of rain. It'll take every drop out there. Now watch what happens here as I put this map into motion, okay? So now let's go into Tuesday. Here is your ridge starting to come into the east. That is going to mean big time warm up. 70s and widespread 80s pulling up into the northeast. Here's your upper level low. And then here's that ridge continuing to push east. So Wednesday, Thursday, especially in a place like Maine, it's going to be very warm. Actually, I'm going to call it full on hot. Widespread 80s as that ridge pulls through. And then we've got another trough coming through and approaching for the weekend. So there's an opportunity here for some rain to come through. We'll see if we get to 12 or 13 weekends in a row, but right now there is a trend for some shower activity to come through, especially on Saturday. So right now it's looking likely that we're going to have another weekend in the streak with rainfall in the Northeast. Okay, so here we go. This is on Sunday. This is tomorrow. Here's your upper level low. This is the one with all the rain pulling north. Okay, all the wildfire smoke pulls in there. Here comes your ridge coming in from the west. So here's your big warm up across the country as that ridge is going to start to pull through in the next few days, especially next week. Now I'm going to stop it right here. Okay, this is for the middle of next week. Watch what happens. You've got your ridge. We're dry and clear Tuesday, Wednesday, and early on Thursday. But here's your cold front that's going to come through the heartland. That's going to spark some severe weather into the forecast, and that was going to push through the Northeast by late on Thursday with showers and thunderstorms. And then here comes the threat for another weekend of rain. And here it is. Here's your front coming through, and here's your upper level low. So another weekend with showers in the forecast. But that's a quick mover, so that's some good news there. Now, temperatures. I want to talk about temperatures for Wednesday. That's when we really start to heat up. Here is your front right here. And out ahead of that front, with high pressure here, you are going to have temperatures spike widespread 80s and 90s all the way up into Canada. That includes Maine, and that is going to be Wednesday and Thursday of next week in the forecast. Okay, so get ready for it. How about if I show you the precipitation, the rainfall through today and tomorrow here? I can show you very clearly what's going on. You see that happening over Boston, over Montpelier and Vermont and New Hampshire, your upper level low. So you've got a lot of rainfall basically only in New England right now for this weekend. Not a lot of rain. There's going to be some showers and some severe weather Oklahoma, but this is not going to be a huge deal. There's some shower activity over towards Phoenix and Arizona from the tropical storm, but not a lot there coming. So now I want to go ahead and show you the forecast for a little bit closer for Maine in more detail for my loyal followers in Maine. As we zoom into northern New England, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine here. So if you're taking a look at the rainfall here, it is on and off on your Saturday. And then Saturday afternoon, we're going to get clearing. So let me reset the map here and show you this. So this is Sunday. Once we reset the map and show you on Saturday, watch what happens here. If you're watching on Saturday, watch the clearing going out in the afternoon. But the rain will be heavy before that. So right now, it's the middle of the day on Saturday where I'm showing this video, and we're going to clear out in the afternoon. So let me reset the map here and show you the clearing going on. Some leftover showers there on Monday from the upper level low splitting through. Here we go. Reset the map. So Saturday, throughout the middle of the day, here comes the heavy rain, and eventually that pulls north. There will be embedded showers and thunderstorms, but by 3 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we start to clear things out. Now, it's not going to be sunny, and it's not going to be dry, but we'll get a brief window there where you can get some things done outside. Now on Sunday, especially in the morning, the moisture is stuck over the Central Highlands, the Katahdin region, the county, the Boundary Plateau, up towards Jackman. And then on Sunday afternoon, those showers start to pull down south. The upper level low is going to pull those showers down south. But for the most part, the coastline on Sunday, things are on the clear side. Okay. I want to show you the maps now in more detail for Maine, for my loyal followers in Maine. If you zoomed ahead and you got to this point here, you're taking a look outside, and there are definitely raindrops on the cameras. On and off rain continues. However, we dry out and heat up next week, okay? And then the weekend rain streak, right now, I expect that to continue, okay? Don't throw a tomato at the screen. I'm just the messenger here. 51, a few showers for the mountains on Sunday. That's where the rainfall is going to be most widespread, is the mountains tomorrow. A few showers Monday. Monday is less of a deal, especially early Monday. We have that kind of the trough upper level low is going to swing through Monday, so there will be more showers. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, look at that, 73-85. Okay, and then here come the showers late next week from the cold front and also from a little trough that's dipping through. So here's your forecast inland. Sunday, a few showers left over. Not a lot. Most of it's going to be away from the coastline, central highlands, moving north, and then we just jump to mid 80s on Wednesday, mid 80s Thursday before the cold front gets here, okay? And it's going to be a little bit humid too, and then we cool off with that rain on Saturday with another streak of weekend rain. Like I said, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what's going to be happening, so you make your plans. Right now, Sunday is the better of the 2 weekend days. Next weekend looks really good if we can get that trough, and it does look like a fast trough next weekend. So not an all weekend washout, okay? But the streak probably stays alive right now. That's where the trend is going. At the coastline, a few showers Sunday. Sunday at the coast, I expect to be mostly on the dry side. Some showers early, but we clear out in the afternoon. It's not going to be sunny. There will be some breaks, but not going to be perfectly clear, but better than where it's going to be in the county and in the mountains, where the showers will linger on Sunday and again on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, great 70s. We'll see how hot we get at the coast. Right now, I'm going to go 75. It gets hot in the morning at the coast, and then we'll see about the sea breeze on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see. Friday and then Saturday, you've got that rain, and then we clear out for Sunday. So right now, if you're making plans for next weekend, do it on Sunday. Thank you for watching. Jason Nappy Weather and nappycast.com.